Okay, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting my channel, my name is Felix. I'm a YouTube content creator from Indonesia. Today I'm going to react to Ultra Vegeta finally meeting King Sadala, strongest Saiyan of Universe 6. I'm truly interested. So what's the outcome of final Kaba against Vegito? Other than that, I've got several comments in the previous Arch's reaction channel, or reaction, not reaction channel, reaction channel series reaction in my channel, where everyone states like, oh, Kaba's form is similar to Gohan and everything. So it will be interesting on okay, so seeing Gohan will get development and everything, and this will be just awesome to see what's going on for Kaba and to see their development. Like Gohan Kaba is like the kid Saiyan, right? I mean, I don't know if Gohan is a hybrid, but for Kaba I think it's a real Saiyan. I don't know whether he is a hybrid just like Gohan or not, but interesting to see final Kaba and how this being incorporated into the story, and finally Vegito switching to Sadala, to the king of Sadala instead of fighting Kaba. So does it mean that he has finally successfully defeating Kaba, or defeating Caulifla and Kale at the same time? Kefla or what? So this will be interesting. So without further ado, let's go, let's check, let's react. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Get the next.
Okay, kind of shocked. They are kind of shocked. They are kind of shocked. And who is this? This is the god of destruction, Champa. This is the whis stuff. Don't tell me Vegito has erased hakai Champa. And they're still in the form of a final Kaba and Kefla
on Ultra Vegito, and now it's finally here. Links are in the continues with Super Saiyan 3 Vegito covered in his
Super
black
Saiyan
lightning,
3.
smerking as across
He
from
still
him
uses
stands
Super
the
Saiyan
equally
3 because he don't want to
steadfast
use his full
Kaba
power.
and Super Saiyan 3 Kefla.
Okay.
While Kaba, staring coldly at Vegito
Still
with his
final
crimson
Kaba.
red eyes, would then let out, Kefla, things are about to get real.
Okay.
No more games, okay?
No more games.
To which the equally concentrated Kefla would respond, and who made you boss, Kaba?
Kaba.
I'm well aware things are about to get fun now.
Now Kaba is getting
Just
more
try
confident.
and keep up.
Okay.
That said,
Oh,
one lone lightning bolt from the thunderous sky strikes the ground.
the battle starts.
Instantly, all three of the Saiyans vanish, as if on the command of nature itself, until
To start. Boom.
Super Saiyan 3 Vegito and Kefla suddenly appear, with Vegito landing a punch on the arm of the Universe 6 Saiyan.
Okay.
Blocked, of course, Vegito comments, slightly impressed, "Not bad, kid. The old you would have got hit by that.
Oh,
I see you've gotten used to this form.
form.
It took me a while to master
Not
it,
straight, you know. Hey.
To which the smiling Kefla says back, chuckling, "You talk down to me like you're my master.
Yeah.
Don't get me confused with
With
Kaba.
Kaba.
You're just another loser I'm going to beat.
Ooh.
Got it? But
You're
since you can't stop
confident.
thinking about your dear old student, I'll let him butt in now." And just as Kefla had said, back down near the ground, a near motionless, cold as ice final Kaba grabs onto one arm with 2 fingers pointed directly towards Vegito, with Kaba muttering cautiously, "Hold it steady, just like that. This ends here, master."
Oh, okay.
With
Beam
Kaba
cannon.
shooting off
Okay,
2
a key
pin-shot
beam.
beams of energy that
Yep.
are so fast, not even the panel of the manga can show their end. Kaba, This of course surprising Vegito, who didn't expect Kaba to be playing such a long distance role. As he stands there face on with the now fast approaching balls of energy, Vegito stands firm, unflinching in the eye of what could spell serious damage, commenting instead, "Not going to fight me head on, Kaba? And you call yourself my student? Pathetic!"
Vegito is mad.
In the nick of time to dodge the speeding energy beam.
Okay. Oh.
Not giving
He adds again.
up or phased by Vegito's movements, Kaba, with perfect precision, fires off 2 more beams, saying as he does so, "Say what you like, Master, but we've prepared for this moment, for years. I'm not going back on the game plan now." Game plan? As
So they
Vegito,
have a plan.
still with the rabbit beams of energy on his tail, thinks to himself, "These 2 punks really think some 2-bit strategy is all it will take to bring me down? Huh. I'll show you what happens when you try to predict the God Killer."
The God Killer.
Flying off faster now in a straight line, while the 2 energy beams slowly but surely get closer and closer, following Vegito's every move as if this time he's seeking.
Okay.
But in a strange sight, as the balls of energy now get so close they appear like mini suns behind Vegito, the God Killer just maintains a cocky smirk as he says under his breath, "That's it. Come to Papa. I'm sure this is going to go exactly to plan. Young Kaba."
Oh.
Before instantly, inexplicably, Vegito changes direction in a flash,
Face
turning
to
180 degrees
face
and heading
to the
straight
2 beam.
for the 2 beams that might as well be in touching distance now until... surprise! In a shock move, Vegito then uses his time rings to immediately open a time portal in front of himself, almost acting like a pseudo shield. And the beams, just as Vegito most likely planned, go straight through to another time dimension. But even as they escape, a dastardly smile still appears on Vegito's face, and not because he got rid of the attack, but because he knows where the beams are really headed, saying,
"One will attack to Kefla and
Tell
one will
me,
attack to
Kaba,
Kaba."
Did your years of planning anticipate this? Maybe you should stop keeping your eyes so stuck on me and check in on your little partner, punk. What is that? Leaving Kaba so confused, he immediately pauses his attack, not wanting to fire off more beams off into the strange black hole without knowing where they were going. As he stares into Vegito's confident face as the black hole closes in front of him, he begins to think on Vegito's words. Check in on my partner? What did he mean by that? Kefla? Kefla! As meanwhile, while Kaba panics over what is to come next, Kefla just continues to confidently stand, watching as Vegito, from her point of view, seemingly struggles to avoid their combination of attacks, commenting, "Is Son Goku really in there? He's struggling way more than I thought
he would." Okay.
While unknowingly, behind
There's
the young woman, a small time portal would begin to open. Until suddenly, massive behind her.
Beam is
dwarfing her existence until
crushing Kefla.
flurry of
Boom.
high velocity energy beams, each and every one of the attacks that Kaba sent towards Vegito
Now it's
are
crushing
shot right
Kefla.
out onto the defenseless Kefla, striking her back all at once.
Yep.
Kefla! The revelation of what Vegito had planned finally hitting Kaba as he calls out in shock, checking in on her. Oh god, are you okay? Kefla, say something! To which, as the cinders and smoke begin to fade off her backside, Kefla would eventually then say, with a truly disgruntled look, "Shut up! Get him now!" But as Cabba tries to comfort the pain-stricken Kefla, behind him, the God Killer appears once again, smirking with pride as he mysteriously lets out, "You see, Cabba, that's the problem with fighting in pairs instead of one-on-one. It just means you have two people to keep track of
now. Okay.
And unfortunately, you chose the wrong one to take your eyes off, kid." What? As in an instant, Vegito readies his Godslayer blade and moves his arm back, ready to swipe and seemingly end the life of the young warrior in one swoop.
Yup. Oh my god, Kaba is just shocked to see Ultra Vegito and crush him from behind after he crushed Kefla.
Now panicked, Kaba would turn his head rapidly to meet his fate.
Okay.
Too late!
Boom.
But callously, without a care
without what?
for his
The key?
former student,
Okay, the
Vegito
key.
swipes his blade immediately.
The God Slayer
In the
blade.
nick of time, in his final beast form, Kaba ducks, to the surprise of Vegito, who reacts, "Kaba, since when did you..." "Master,
Oh.
it's been a long
So
time.
he can.
You should really stop treating me like a kid."
Oh, he crushed Vegito. This time
Swiftly
Vegito
turning
is
his
really
body now
losing.
to boot the God Killer back with a thunderous kick that sends Vegito flying. But the attack doesn't end there, as in a move that has a shocking resemblance to Vegito's final flash, Kaba outstretches his arms,
He
powering
uses
up
final
electrifying balls of energy in each
Final
palm,
flash and a
thinking,
final Kaba.
"This one is dedicated to you, Master." As he locks
Final
his
flash.
arms directly onto the now far-off God Killer and begins yelling, "Final
Flash. Oh, final flare.
Yelling out
Okay, so
high
solar
intensity
flare with
as
final
a ferocious
flash.
wave of energy, inspired by Vegeta's own signature attack, blasts forth towards Vegito.
Okay.
What the? Taking even the few Saiyan by surprise, as the power within it goes far beyond anything he'd previously seen from Kaba.
Yep.
And as the beam gets closer, the true state and size of it becomes apparent, almost
It's
rivaling Vegito's size,
Yep.
even from far off, as Vegito thinks, "This isn't going to be
He can
good."
absorb it using the android energy, right?
As immediately,
Oh,
facing
he don't
it
have
head-on,
time.
with a strenuous grimace on his face, Vegito places both of his palms onto the searingly hot surface of the blast,
Okay.
attempting to hold it back. But when zoomed out, the size of the attack now
Yep.
resembles that of even a spirit
Well,
bomb. As the
and then one
ant-like
more thing,
silhouette
if
of
he
Vegito
do this,
is just
Kefla
forced
and
back,
Kaba can
with
attack him
never
from
having
behind.
even tried to stop it in the first place. I need to stop this! Eventually pushing back onto the ground, giving
Will
him at
he
least
still
some
stay in
sort of
Super
support
Saiyan
now,
3 and not
with
go
the
in
whole
Super Saiyan
planet
4?
seemingly being pushed back by Kaba.
Not Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan God. He hasn't learned any Super Saiyan 4. Let's just see whether he can do it or not.
But with one final effort, using what appears like all his strength, while in his Super Saiyan 3 form, Vegito adamantly carries on pushing back, believing even in this form, final Kaba is still nothing to him. As he yells out, "Kaba, you've gotten a little too big for your boots.
Okay.
You think this is anything to me? Who do you think I..."
Who do you think he will
Before
crush?
Vegito can finish his cocky monologue, and apparently,
As
push
usual,
the
Arch
bag,
love to
it
cut
seems
Vegeta's
final
dialogue,
Kappa
guys.
never even intended to have a back and forth struggle.
Okay.
As instinct, the massive ball of energy detonates, leaving at first a brief silence as the entire area, including Vegito, are lost in a nothing short of blinding white light until, in a mass
Boom.
explosion
It's
that
solar
is truly
flare.
humongous, it now does actually
Okay.
resemble when Frieza was struck by the spirit ball, and Vegito alone is caught in the humongous sphere of molten energy
Okay.
that surely would have erased anything within its perimeter. Even far off, the now recovered Kefla would also feel the aftermath of the detonation, bracing herself as rubble and debris reach far off into the distance. But once calmed down, hey, Kappa!
He's
What's
mad.
the deal with that attack earlier? Watch where you point those things, you idiot! You nearly killed me! Comedically then still carrying on her anger from being hit by Kappa's earlier beams, as if this was the right time of all times. Leaving Kappa awkwardly silent as he whispers, sorry, and can only think inside, how is she angry with me over something
Something
that
like
wasn't
that.
even my fault? But Kefla, not letting things go as you'd expect, continues to berate her fellow Saiyan as she yells, sorry? What do you mean, sorry? Are you trying to start a fight? Because oh boy, I've had enough of you in this final form, Kappa. While Kappa just submissively remains under the domineering female, wondering, I can never catch a break with this girl. Cute! You guys made up.
Vegito
But where's
survived.
my apology, kid? Huh? And
Oh.
suddenly, both Kappa and Kefla
Is now
are left
on
stunned
alert
into silence as a
to see
more than
Vegito.
familiar and authoritative voice calls from
To see
afar.
Vegito still survive that.
Ready? Master.
Okay.
This guy just doesn't give up, does he? Leaving both Saiyans paralyzed in fear as they await for the seemingly unkillable God Killer to appear once again.
Okay.
Well, hello again. Thanks for that, Kappa. I was looking to get a little tan this summer. But that burning sun you just trapped me in
Hello.
did just the trick. What? Vegito! As shockingly to Kappa, but perhaps unsurprisingly to us,
Yep.
Vegito appears in one piece, his arms folded, his hair darkened to purple and surrounded in flames, as he now enters his Ultra Ego
form. After Super Saiyan 3 directly to Ultra Ego, Ultra Ego Vegeta.
form. Presumably neither Kappa nor Kefla
Yep.
had any experience with
He
previous.
hasn't seen this Ultra Ego.
Kappa, in fear and caution, immediately moves himself back to create space. But once he focuses in on Vegeto's new appearance, questions begin to arise. That form, what is it? Is he still a Super Saiyan 3?
So what's a Super Saiyan
His
3?
eyebrows are still gone, but his hair
It's different.
different.
It's Ultra Ego Kappa. It's not.
Are you kidding me? But if Kappa was left shot, a whole lot more could be said for Kefla,
Okay.
as she remains even more stunned and shaking uncontrollably as a rage begins to build inside her until she mutters out, What? What is that, Goku?
Okay.
Just when I finally
Okay, you kids are no level to Vegito now. If K-Flav is just if K-Flav is just so confident of reaching Super Saiyan 3, Vegito has now done it even more than that. Is Super Saiyan Blue and now Ultra forms, and you don't know anything about Ultra Ego, Kefla.
Become a Super Saiyan 3 after you never bothered to teach
Teach
me.
me.
Now you bring out something even cooler.
Even cooler.
What is that?
He wants to-
Super Saiyan 4?
He wants to know.
As behind her, we see the childish but comedic mental image of her now wholly unsatisfied with her current form and wanting exactly what Vegito
He wants Ultra
just as she
Ego.
did with Goku back in the Tournament of Power.
He wants Ultra Ego. Back in the tournament, he wants Super Saiyan 3. And after she attained Super Saiyan 3, she wants Ultra Ego because it is more cooler.
I'm not going to be shown up by you boys again! As after an outburst of anger, Kefla quickly ducks her head, grinding her teeth as the planet itself begins to rumble and sparks of electricity spontaneously burst forth in the air surrounding her.
Okay. Oh.
An uncontrolled fit of rage reminiscent of Kale's
Yep.
final form, Kefla roars at the top of her lungs as her pupils disappear and her body noticeably bulks up even further.
Okay.
Instantly then rushing straight to Vegito, screaming as she does so, "This battle ends here! I'm the strongest Saiyan in the multiverse, not you!"
Strongest Saiyan how? How you strongest Saiyan?
Strongest in the what now?
Strongest in the what now? You want to be strongest in the multiverse? You don't even know Ultra Ego? If you don't even know Ultra Ego, what happens if Ultra Vegeta really uses Ultra Form, a mixture of Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct? And even his final form, you have no chance at all.
No,
Kefla.
seriously, what is wrong with this brat? As even Vegito remains puzzled over Kefla's sudden outburst,
Yeah.
but also noticeably calm, still even as she reaches touching distance. But despite the confidence, Vegito is no fool and blocks Kefla's powerhouse punch, but with a look of pure strain on his face as he grunts. Now that hurt! Nice one, kid!
Oh.
Yeah. But the punch is so hard, it actually eventually sends Vegito flying backwards towards the ground despite blocking.
You guys don't know a thing or two about this move. The more you hurt Vegeta, the more he let his body be damaged, the stronger he gets. That's Ultra Ego for
Most
you.
of his impact. His speeding
Now,
body.
first punch now fall into the ground. 2 times already increase in power.
Then crashes wildly into the planet itself, leaving Vegito imprinted into it.
Yep.
But despite
He
this,
smiles.
his ultra ego
Of
form,
course.
with one eye open, Vegito continues to smile and laugh.
Because this is Ultra Ego, man.
This brat, that Kale inside her, gives her truly monstrous
Monstrous strength.
strength. Hurting me even when blocking? Huh, ridiculous. But not in the slightest bit done yet. Kefla continues her assault, flying in at the God Killer.
Okay.
While Vegito, who now raises his body back against the wall, just watches on, still in a mocking mood, commenting, "Oh, here we go. I thought she'd mastered her emotions, but she still loses control if pushed to the edge, huh? How very scary." Yeah!
Okay, crushing Vegito anymore. You don't know a thing or two. You crush Vegito more, he will become much stronger, Kefla. This is Ultra Ego. You don't know about it.
Skull. Almost. Just a little to your left, and you would have actually hurt me a bit, kid. Revealing eventually that despite how it seemed, Kefla had in fact missed Vegito,
Okay.
shattering the wall behind him instead as if it was made of glass. Meanwhile, with his head still tilted, Vegito would look into the eyes of Kefla and continue. What's wrong? Are you telling me when you lose your pupils, you actually lose your sight too? I thought it was just to look cool. To which there continued to be enraged
They
Kefla
are
with a
mad.
grunt, yells, I'll kill you! But now readying his own body, and with a more serious tone,
Okay.
Vegito yells back, Enough of this! I'm done babysitting you brats now!
They are mad. He is mad now. He will finish both
Watching a
Kefla
punch
and Kaba
aiming for the
now.
ribs of Kefla's body, but the other Fused Saiyan is quick to dodge out of the way, flipping back and skidding across the floor from Vegito. Until finally, with still a rage-filled face,
Okay.
Kefla grumbles, So, you finally want to start fighting back, do you, old man? Well, bring it on! As Vegito gets into a strange sprinter's stance, looking directly at his target and coldly saying, My pleasure, woman.
Woman.
You're underestimating me, Goku! Not underestimating you, and I'm not Goku.
I'm not Goku.
But sure, whatever floats your boat, lady. As instantly, with the brief trash talk complete, both Vegito and Kefla then rush in at each other, finally ready to clash equally instead of one-sided. Smashing their fists together, creating a planet-quaking impact in the process, with Vegito looking calm, while Kefla can't help but bare her teeth.
Yeah.
Looks like our bunches are almost equal in strength now. Not bad for a girl.
Oh.
I'm just getting started, old man! As the two stare into each other's eyes and yell out insults. In the air, multiple clashes of fists
Okay.
and kicks would then
And how
be
about
seen,
just
moving
watching
from
him?
end to end, all throughout the sky. But as we look closer, only one of the fighters seem to have the upper hand, and it doesn't seem to be who we expect, as Vegito is pummeled hard and without mercy by the female Saiyan.
But this is Ultra
And
Ego.
as
I'm
the
not
barrage
worried
of
at
beating
all.
goes on, watching all the while closely
It's
from
Kaba.
below is an unsettlingly silent final Kaba. But as his own eyes dart around, watching every move and trade, a concerning thought begins to brew in his mind
Yep.
as he thinks, what's going on here? It looks like Kefla's winning up
Yeah,
there.
it's looked like Kefla winning, and Kaba don't like it. It's not that he doesn't be proud of Kefla's training results, but it's too easy to suddenly win against Vegeta.
But the way Master's
Master's
fighting,
fighting.
it's different.
Yeah, it's different. He's basically letting Kefla to hit him.
It's like he's not even trying.
Mm.
Huh? But soon, a look of shock and horror finds Kaba's profile as both his eyes and mouth blast wide open, yelling out in realization,
He knows.
wait a second, his power level is increasing
His power level increasing by the second because this is Ultra Ego.
by the second.
Kefla
But
didn't realize.
why? As meanwhile, back in the sky with Vegito, a visibly beaten and bruised Vegito smiles as he wipes off the blood leaking from his mouth. Looking on at Kefla, still in high spirits, as he says, Oh, I haven't taken a beating like this in a while.
Okay.
Bravo. But when are you going to finish the job and knock me out, huh?
He waits for the big finishing move because he wants to
Don't
gain
annoy me!
a boost
You want
in
to go
power.
to sleep so bad? Then I'll make that happen now!
Okay.
But unfortunately, as Kefla follows through with what was supposed to be a final punch, it is quickly and effortlessly stopped right in its tracks
by Vegeta.
by Vegito's palm. As the God Killer himself, now with a sinister smirk, looks right into Kefla's soul and says, "On second thought, I think I might stay up for a while. And would you look at that? Just in time, because it's my turn now.
Okay.
Hakai!"
He
And shockingly, in a completely unexpected turn of events, Vegito stares right into the arm of Kefla and shouts the one word he had previously reserved for the god.
It's only for the gods. Kefla is not a god.
Hakai? He wouldn't! As even Kefla stands
Kefla
completely
is not a
shell-shocked
god, right?
that Vegito
Why
would
do
even
he need to
entertain
become...
doing this. Ah! What have you done
He
to
Hakai,
me?
really Hakai?
But in the end, as Vegito pulls
What?
his palm away,
He really
left
Hakai a
horrifically in
Saiyan,
place
which is not a
Kefla's
god of
once
destruction?
full arm,
Are you
is
sure,
a
Goku and
dark
Vegeta?
stump,
What's your reason?
disintegrating right before the eyes of the
The only
paralyzed...
explanation I know is like Vegito is sure that he Hakai Kefla to make sure that they are not erased because they're fused. If you're a singular creature, you are erased, but because you're fused, then what's the result is you're not erased, but you're diffusing into two.
Still safe, only screaming, You're going to pay for... Shut up already! But halfway through her scream of pain and anger, Vegito, not having any more of it, slams his leg right into the now defenseless left side of Kefla.
Okay.
Sending the fuse's final wake, Kefla just remains on the ground, back in base, and now seemingly completely unconscious, not uttering a word,
But
but
not
deep
her- but
breaths
not Hakai?
as her body fights to recover. But standing still tall in the sky, looking down on his victim, is of course still Ultra Vegito, slowly levitating to the ground with a smile as he lets out, "Not bad. Gave me a good power up with that beating, and you still haven't
Diffused.
Don't worry too much about the missing arm either."
Oh, he only
I
had... Okay, he only Hakai one arm.
already fought a fused warrior, and know the minute you do separate,
Your arm is
you'll
back.
be good as new.
That's why he Hakai
Referring,
Kefla.
of course, to back when he fought Ultra Gogeta, who also lost his arm.
Okay.
But once defused, both arms were intact with GT Goku and Vegeta.
That's why Vegito do that. Because he
But
knows.
despite the well-meaning words, down below, the utterly shock-stricken final Cabba can only stare into the
Okay.
lifeless body of Kefla on the ground, muttering, Kefla, you did that too." As suddenly, the realization that his master was not the man he thought he was, and never could go back to what he used to be either, after what he'd just done to his two closest allies, causes something to snap
Okay, he
within the
snaps.
mind and soul
Like
of
Gohan
Cabba
does
until...
Jumpa lagi
Okay,
di lain
he
news.
is
Ketika cuti
mad.
ditambah
He's
cuti,
snapping.
mukanya jadi
Let's see
double
what's
cuti.
the result
Tapi
of that snap from Kefla. To cover. Let's see. Final
pure
Cabba.
intensity and passion, final Cabba screams to the heavens as if his efforts would somehow revive his ally. His entire body, now engulfed, obviously surrounded him, now grows infinitely in intensity. His aura so large now, it no longer can even fit into view as the top blasts off into space like a key beam, disintegrating anything in its path. While all the while, Ultra Vegito stands watching. This time,
Ultra Vegito loves
rarely
it.
without a smirk, as he watches on silently,
Oh,
knowing
he's-
how much of a wild card the young Saiyan could potentially be.
Okay.
But also slowly growing tired of this Universe 6 Saiyan's power-ups. commenting, Kaba, you think you're so great in your strange little transformation, don't you?
Oh.
You think you're the protagonist here, the one who powers up enraged and stops
The villain. Okay.
But little do you know, I'm the main
I'm
character
the main
here.
character.
As Vegito, no longer wanting to mess around anymore, powers up instantly to his ultra form.
Okay,
His
ultra
hair
form.
now a mix of white and purple,
Soul,
and
instinct,
covering his
and
body,
ego.
dark black lightning that puts Cabas to shame. The massive power-up, of course, though, not going unnoticed by Kaba, who immediately stops and looks at Vegito, trying his best to assess Vegito's new level of power.
Okay.
Just saying, so, you finally show your true self. This is the God Killer.
What true self? You don't know that Vegito has
With the
a one more
introductions done,
mode.
Kaba is quick to display his incredible speed and rushes head on, with his left leg swinging back ready to slam into Vegito. All the while, the God Killer remains completely unfazed. Yeah! With the precision expected of Vegito in his ultra form, the kick misses completely.
Because he used an ultra instinct.
So too, almost just as easily, Kabo's follow-up punch also lands on thin air, as Vegito easily jumps into the sky to avoid this. Up here, boy! Is this the limit of your so-called final form? Causing the now starting to get annoyed Kaba to pop a vein in his forehead and then immediately rush straight back at the distant Vegito, yelling out as he does so, I'm just getting started!
Ooh.
In a flash, catching up to the few Saiyan, he throws out a flurry of kicks and punches. All the while, Vegito seems to keep his arms folded and simply defends with just his feet alone.
This is interesting.
Stop playing with
These
me.
two is just a playing field for Vegito. I'm really interested with the king now. Can the king do something? Because if the trio can't do a thing, there's only Shampoo. Can Shampoo really defeat Ultra Vegito? I'm not too sure.
His might, as if throwing a perfect pitch, final Kaba tosses the ball of ki so fast its entire shape distorts. But unbelievably, now making Kaba look nothing more than a Yamcha clone. Ultra Vegito, still with his arms folded, just kicks away the attack like it was a mere football. The sight of this in the end, leaving Kaba stunned into near silence, as he can't seem to even fathom the sudden difference in power between the two.
Final Kaba can win at all.
What's going on? Was he playing with me this whole time?
Of course.
No! Not after all these years of training!
Your training doesn't...
Yes! Yes, I was, Kaba!
Your training isn't strong
Inexplicably,
enough, Kaba.
as if predicting the exact thoughts of Kaba, Vegito, with a maniacal grin, laughs loudly in response to Kaba's questions until... Huh? In an instant, Vegito appears right behind Kaba, giggling away as he ominously says finally, Don't worry, kid. I'll take you out of this nightmare here and now.
Ooh. Boom. Crushing Kaba.
Before in classic style, just as he did with Hit, Vegito strikes the back of Kaba's neck with the side of his palm. And again, under the sheer power of it, it seems like Kaba almost loses consciousness. Flung down at rapid speed,
Oh,
crushing
now
palm
done.
on the ground. But once we see Kaba on the floor, unlike Hit, he seems to be in comparatively much better condition. on his hands and knees, grunting and barely able to move, but not incapacitated. A short distance away though, Vegeta would then land with a soft thud, and as he walked slowly towards the fallen Saiyan, he would comment himself,
Okay.
"You know what? You handled that attack a lot better than
Didn't
I
expect
expected.
it. Oh.
It was pretty much done after the same move. Maybe you are worthy of being called my student, kid." Get away from him!
Oh,
But before
K-Flaw.
Vegito can get any closer,
K-Flaw.
suddenly a base K-Flaw, still missing her arm, appears in front of Kaba to defend him. Somehow, still conscious and still with enough energy to put up a fight. Vegito, seeing this though, is impressed and comments,
Okay.
"You too? So you managed to survive as well. You kids really did get a whole lot stronger. It's a pity. It was for no reason though. Thanks for getting in the way. If anything, this will be faster.
Faster. Oh.
You two little lovebirds can go to sleep together." As Vegito, with a truly evil smile, begins powering up a powerful
Hakai.
energy of his own.
Hakai
One that
energy.
in their state, they will have no chance of escaping. The two Saiyans watching on would just hold their stance, knowing there is nothing they can do now but take the attack and hope to survive.
Okay.
Their final words just uttering each other's names. Kaba, kale, cauliflower. But suddenly,
Oh, the
just
door.
before Vegito ends their consciousness, the door to the Pyramid of Power slams open. And shockingly,
Okay, the
emerging
king.
from the pyramid finally
The
are
king.
not only Lord Champa and his angel attendant Vados,
And also
both
the
looking
king
beat up
of
from
Sadala.
training hard, but also in front of them, a thoroughly different looking King Sadala.
Okay.
Now beardless and covered in scars from endless years of extended battle, each not uttering a word as they stare at the God Killer.
Okay.
Champa, Vados, and who the hell is that?
Who the hell? Vegito doesn't
Leaving
know
Vegito
who is
completely
that.
sidelined as not only the god he came for having finally arrived, but
Okay.
a new, powerful Saiyan-looking foe that he had never anticipated.
He has no idea about who is that.
King Sadala? You're finally finished. As both Kefla and Kaba equally react in shock, but more with a tune of relief that finally their trump card in battle had
Oh,
finally
the
arrived.
king of Sadala.
As the beardless king, meanwhile, doesn't break his gaze from Vegito and lets out ominously, "So, this is the so-called Saiyan King? How disappointing."
Disappointing.
But that was it for
Disappointing. Can you really match his power, King
today's
Sadala?
video, guys. And so
That
if
is
you
the
need
thing
to
that
find
I
out
wanna
what
know.
kind of power this so-called king
Yeah.
has on Vegito,
Can he really defeat Vegito that he says is disappointing?
or just find out what fully voice acted, soundtracked, other fans, as well as getting access to the century.
Okay, this is interesting. From all of the plot, the aspect, the stories, the design, the music, the tension, the character, the way they introduce the character, it's getting even amazing. And I'm not forgetting about Goku Black one bit. I don't know how Goku Black interference will affect to either Ultra Vegito in favor of Ultra Vegito or will disturb Ultra Vegito. And okay, by seeing the reaction of King Sadala, I don't know whether that he is calling Vegito disappointing based on his look, or disappointing based on his power, because I'm not too sure if he noticed about the battle, as he were still training with Champa and Fados inside, and I'm not too sure if he wants to watch the battle from inside. I think he needs to go out of the pyramid first to see how the battle turns out. So I don't know what's the disappointing means behind his statement. But if he does have a power that is not disappointing to Vegito, so he must either be stronger than, of course, stronger than KL Super Saiyan 3. Kfla Super Saiyan 3, stronger than Final Kabba, which is, I know, in par with a Super Saiyan 3, in par with an Ultra Ego, so maybe in a level of Ultra Ego or Ultra Instinct or lower, but not in a form of a fused Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct. So does this king has the power or has the same level of strength with an ultra form Vegito? I don't think he has what it takes on the final form of Ultra Vegito. I mean, like the final form for Zeno, the one he uses to Ultra Gogeta, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, let's just see what does his game plan. How does he conquer Ultra Vegito, and after that it will be continuing, of course, to Vados and to Champa. So I'm really looking forward to that, as well as Goku Black. So guys, I guess this will be it. Thank you so much, until we meet again in the next reaction video. Bye.